Ooh, welcome back to my channel. I forgot I had that up there, so I'm gonna grab that so we can put those away, the ones we're not gonna use. City Beauty Lip Oil, because some of them we will use today, and that's just from the last look. That was from one look, beauty battle, because every shadow gets his own brush. So let me just grab that, and we'll put those away while we are doing the intro. Oh, it's a lot of brushes. Is this content? Hey, Janet. I forgot I had this hanging up in the back, and this look like I need to wipe the screen off. I'm seeing that hazy thing doing this thing, so excuse me. And we'll do the intro as I am putting away the brushes from in here from the last beauty battle. Oh, some just fell out at the bottom because all the spaces were full. These fell off the bottom. So we're gonna do the intro, put these away. I'll show you what we're using today, and then I'll show them again probably like 4 more times as people come in. So today is our colorful beauty battle, and I thought these battles were going to help me decide what or what not to put in my kit next year, but it's not helping. Like, I still don't know. So we're using Hi-Fi color palette from MAC, and y'all know how I feel about that palette, and y'all know how I feel about Circle Loco, and you see my face. Like, I'm excited for both of these. So y'all know I'm awkward if you've been here for any length of time. So Circle Loco is at the top. You're really surprised that you made all of these lives this week. Yeah, and you're number 2. I mean, you guys 2 right. Excuse me. I kind of think these will be, and the other ones who guess correctly guess 1 correctly. So you're in the lead right now. So these are what they look like. So they have some colors in common and some colors not. Part of me, because of the formulas, I think even if you have watched some of my other Circle Local palettes or some of my other MAC Hi-Fi color palette looks, I think y'all will know like which one is on which eye. I really do. But I really like both of these. Oh my gosh, I really do. I believe this is look 41 for Circle Loco. This is my second time having it. And I just really enjoy it. So I'm going to start the intro, put some of these brushes away. Oh, this is the screw that fell out of the stool I'm sitting in last time. Um, and it was to just hold in the sidebar. So it's not, yeah, I should not, just drop out of the video. Put that there. So hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the... Where did I just put those 3 brushes? Did I put them back here? I be tripping. Oh, here they go. I need help. Hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that crazy concept? Knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. I'm here to let you know. Just be who you are. It is very freeing. The troll part of the crazy troll nation is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. They are beautiful palettes. Oh my gosh, I cannot choose between them. I just love them. Something else fell. The troll part is not caring. Is this content? The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain tool, a certain product, or a certain technique. Do whatever you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love. We believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So the beauty battle we're doing today, Meatloaf, is... Hi, Aja. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. If so, I apologize. Oh, you're still on your trip, Janet? I'm going to separate these brushes out later, like one for one palette here and one for the other palette here. So for those who are popping in, we're doing a beauty face off. We're going to do one... Oh, let me open this other one up. We're going to do Circle Loco from Natasha Denona. on one eye. That's this palette. The other eye, we're going to use the MAC Hi-Fi Color Palette. And y'all are going to tell me which palette is on which eye. And it is also a giveaway. This is our third one this week. And so the highest number correct that can be guessed is 3. Janet is at number 2. She guessed 2 correctly. And other people guessed 1 correctly. So she's in the lead right now. So if she gets this one wrong and someone who guessed right for the other ones, you know, there is a chance. There is a chance. And if there are more than one correct winner, one winner, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm putting these brushes away. I know I'm distracted. If like 2 people guess 2 correctly across the 3, we'll just have more than one winner. And so I do like to do giveaways as well. So we're going to tackle all of that. I do not know what fell because I heard something fall. And this is content. Yes, I stole that from Janessa. It's always funny to me when she says that. Not like laughing funny, but it's just like it just makes me giggle on the inside. So we have our brushes here. We're gonna do. I want to know what fell, and y'all can see it's bothering me. But I feel like I'm sitting further away today. So we're going to start with our brows. Yeah, I am feeling better than yesterday. Yesterday I slept the majority of the day away, and I slept well today. Just trying to get my mirror straight. Fenty brow pencil. I didn't schedule anything for next week yet as far as lives. I need to. I know I have my dermatology appointment coming up, and they're going to tell me. Well, last time they had told me don't wear makeup for 2 weeks, and so I will plan around that. And maybe during that 2-week period, I will do creative looks and just avoid the areas, which may or may not be difficult. Or I'll just experiment with some of the special effects stuff, the different waxes that I was telling the members about before, because they kind of do the same thing, but they're different formulas. Because they're going to do a procedure up here and under my eyes. For the milia that I have under here. And yeah, I'm too far away today. But we'll figure out something to do. Or rankings or whatever. I did look back there and I don't see anything. But the stains on the carpet from where I dropped makeup brushes. Yeah, I did. I don't see anything. And so it's hiding from me. And I'm sitting on a stool, so it might be under the stool or near one of the stool legs where I can't see it. Or it may have rolled against the wall. It'll show up. Because I've dropped stuff before, and I'm like, I can't find it. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, oh, there it is. Yeah, because I slept really well. I did still have my usual wake-ups. Every 3 hours now instead of every 90 minutes. And so I do actually feel good. I did have breakfast with Nola and Boathouse Farms. A tiny sip of Mountain Dew, not a lot at all. I finished my first 40 ounces of water. Yeah, it is a big difference from when I feel well and when I don't. Like, it really makes a difference. And it's sleep. And hormones are not going too crazy today, even though it still is that time. So they've kind of calmed down a little bit as far as the discomfort it brings. So yeah, let me just finish my brows real quick so we can get into the base face. We're doing the back comb today. I was looking again. I was on Instagram, and love of my life, that eyeshadow palette. As I suspected, there were a lot of MUAs leaving comments, this is perfect for the kid, which it is. And I remember saying that before, like, I don't see a regular person, meaning just a regular makeup consumer, eyeshadow wearer, purchasing that palette, because whatever your complexion and undertone is, you're not going to need that whole line of shades. Hey, hi G. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. Can I just call you Jay? I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. Thank you for being here. And so for just, like, if I was to get it just for me, I don't need all of those shades. And they're all matte. One row is warm tone. The other row is cool tone. And I'm just, yeah. And as far as kit work, unless you're really just super busy, like we have all of those shades already, or the ones that we use for our clientele. But I don't know, man. I still love them with all my heart, but I'm just underwhelmed. And for the demographic I work with, like that's not even really helpful for that. Hey, Janessa, of course you are. Yeah, we're a multitasking bunch here for sure. It's all just I can see it being extremely helpful for bridal makeup artists because all of their looks are very similar across the board, regardless of complexion. If they're deeper, maybe a little more sparkle on the lid, but it's basically the same look that they do. These are two different shapes. I'm like, what am I doing with my brows? And the view here is different than when I'm looking over here, so maybe I should look here and fix it. Yeah, this is just really strange. Like how the view just changes the whole thing. Oh man. Tuesday, I did the brows before the live. And I didn't do that today because I was eating breakfast watching Cocoa Butter, their video that came out yesterday. We're going to leave the brows like this, I say, as I keep messing with it. Now on this side is bushier. I want to get into this face, so it's a net, so we can get into. I'm just going to leave the brows like this, so we can just get into this look. I'm not going to even brush them anymore. I don't do anything. I tried the new eye serum today. I had a sample or something, and it had a really strong scent to it. It's not medicinal. Beauty Bio, the highlighter concentrate. I always put on extra moisture under my eyes before I put on concealer, color corrector, and all of that. I do have wrinkles. They're lovely, aren't they? And so I do just like to add extra moisture before I put makeup on there. Shout out to Nina's replay crew. So I know she's going to hear this. The last beauty battle, she was watching it and she was commenting like throughout watching it, and she guessed wrong. And she had said that she was shocked, which it does happen. But what she had said was, because I forget that for live streams, my left is also your left. When I'm doing videos, it switches it, and my left is your right as you're looking at the screen. And so she has said that my left is your left. And she said my left is the side with the scar. This right here. And that's from also the procedure I had before when they did some stuff on my face and they removed something from here. I never got it was there. So when I'm reading her message, I was like, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a scar there. So forever, where the scar is, that's my left side. and this is one of the things I meant when I said that she is very detailed, and because I had forgot that was even there. So this is my left side. I'm doing like this because I'm behind the chat right now. Yeah, so that scar, they removed the thing. It was benign, blah, blah, blah. What am I looking for? Face primer, milk face primer. We're going to do a full pump for when we do our foundation, and we're going to do a little dollop that's going to go under here. We're going to try that pink again because I am just kind of like, what? And I didn't take it out, but now I have it here. So we're going to use a Real Techniques 210 brush. I'm so sorry. I'm so behind with palette drops. I got makeup fatigue. We're gonna make the. I want to know by, but we did have some exemptions. I did purchase a few things. We're gonna take that dollop of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I kind of just stick with what I have. Like I'm not easily drawn in by new makeup eyeshadow palettes. And part of it is because I have sensitive skin and my eyelids do not tolerate pressed pigments, and a lot of brands use pressed pigments as eyeshadow, and so certain brands I just be like because I know I can't wear it anyway. So I do kind of just stick with what I have, and I've been downsizing, and I think now I have like 32 palettes, and it feels wonderful because I am sure to use like all of my palettes. We're gonna take we're gonna take this pink. This is Makeup Forever, and this is their HD Skin Face Essentials palette because it has foundation, contour, bronzer, corrector, blush, highlighter. This is an entire face. Excuse me. We're gonna take this pink and we're going to put that here over my disrespectful mustache area. I'm going to ask if there's something they can do for this. I meant to ask that before, and I almost double dipped and I didn't, but I think I did before by mistake. And I do believe it is hormonal. And so we're going to put that down. Yeah, so a lot of palettes that come out, Meatloaf, because I know I can't use it anyway, so I'm just like, okay. Under eye brightening concealer from Prime Prometics. This is the orange one. We're going to put this under eye. So this was the pink from Makeup Forever. We're going to use this side of the brush, and we're going to put that under here. And you'll notice I didn't put primer under here. I put the eye cream under here, which serves as a primer for me and extra moisture, as I was mentioning. Yeah, so I don't... The palettes that I do kind of be like, are brands, thank you for the hearts, are brands that I use. And my main brand is Natasha Denona. I love her formula. MAC, of course. But even their palettes I have from MAC are not new ones. And I did have more BYOPs from MAC, and then I downsized that as well. So for me, it's mostly MAC, Natasha Denona, and Notoriously More, but I do have a link and a code for that down below. And so that's really kind of just it. Like, my stash is really small. Every now and then somebody will gift me a palette, and so that's fun. So I have Jolie Beauty Cryptic palette. Someone had sent me that. We're going to take Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer NY11. But my under eye, I just do 3 little dots. I don't do the whole triangle thing. And there is a purpose and a reason for it. We're going to use the flat side of this for down here because we're covering a wider area. There is a purpose behind it and a concept behind it, but I don't do that for myself. So we're going to blend this out first. I have like 4 of these in front of me because I use them for different things. And so I really do like how this orange looks under here. Like, look at that. This now looks like the rest of my face except for the nose part. So I really do like how that works. And they would always say, you know, put a salmon color, this color, that color. This is orange, and y'all saw it. And under the concealer, like, that's not salmon or peach, which is what they would always say to put under eye. And everything doesn't work for everybody, but look, yo, come on, I love how that looks. We're gonna use the same brush, and we're gonna just blend this out under here. I thought you asked about what they could do. I meant to, and I forgot. And when I was talking about the appointment in the live stream, I think it was, I was like, oh man, I forgot to ask about my disrespectful nose mustache, my disrespectful mustache area. Y'all have forgot. I did send in a message in case I forget again. But y'all have forgot. And it being hormonal is only going to be but so much they can do. You know what I mean? So... And this is my complexion, minus my freckles. I mean, so you can tell there's something there because there are like 0 freckles under there. But, so we're going to put that down. We're going to take our Fenty foundation. The new one is about to drop. And on Instagram, we're going to do 1 full pump over top of the Milk Primer. That's what that is. If you use a full coverage foundation, or you don't because it might feel too thick or too heavy for you, mix it with your primer because it does thin it out a little bit. And I don't do it for that reason. I just do it because then I use less foundation and less primer. When I do just primer by itself, I use like 4 pumps for my face. I got a big ass face. And for foundation, I was using like 3 or 4 pumps as well. When I mix it, you see I just use 1 pump of each. I had out the barrier spray and the Scandinavia oil control primer spray, but I forgot to put them on. It's cooler outside. We're having thunderstorms again, lightning and all of that. So it's really cool. It's cooler outside, and I can tell because it's not feeling humid in here. Tuesday, it was really humid in here. And I think part of that is because I live on the top floor, so whatever is doing outside is only like 2 layers of wood over top of my head. So this is how I do my foundation. People have said they always have to use a beauty blender or a sponge because they have streaks when they use a brush. And then when I thought about it, I'm like, well, that's kind of how I use my brush. Like I never have streaks, but if you're using a foundation like this, if you're putting it on like that, then your chances are you may have streaks, depending on the brush you're using and depending on the foundation, the formula of the foundation. So that goes back to the intro. Like just use what you want to, how you want to get your makeup on in the way that you want it to be. And when people say things, look at why they're saying that. Like even with concealer, the whole triangle thing, I ain't need to do that, and I don't do that. But I'm not knocking it if you do it. It's like whatever works for you. So yeah, try all the things, and then just settle on what works best for you to use. Hey Tanya, we're doing Circle Loco in a hi-fi color palette from MAC today. You had a tornado warning 2 hours ago, Janet. Oh my gosh. Tanya, that was the palette brand you mentioned in the live last night. Highly weird or something. I missed something. I thought you asked. Oh, okay. No, I did not. I did not do anything. Listen, somebody remind me as we're wrapping up to try to do all messages again. Because I keep meaning to do it, but then I keep forgetting. So we're going to set the face with Fashion Fair. I was moving stuff that I took out to use that I did not use, the sprays. So yeah, somebody remind me if you remember. This shade is Truly Pony. To try it, because I don't want to do it during the live in case it makes the chat disappear like it did the last 2 times. And the first time I did that, when I tried in the beginning, it was strange doing a live stream and not being able to chat with anybody. That's my favorite part of the live stream. And then it was like, okay, I feel like I'm just on a video because I'm just in here talking. There's no interaction because I couldn't see the chat. I do appreciate those who were here because as new people came in and they were chatting, they were like, she can't see the chat, something, YouTube is doing something. So I do appreciate that too, because y'all know I love to talk to people. Y'all know I encourage new people when they come in the comments so I can talk to them. And then, here people are coming in and I can't see anybody. So I did really appreciate that y'all did that. Pretty Evil is the brand. Welcome to Horrorwood is the palette. Tanya saying to Janessa. Tanya says, I hate instructions. They say to use a pea-sized amount of something. My face too big for that. Well, the first dot gets absorbed in one area and then spread. For me, it depends on what it is. Because like the Tetranoin, which is prescription retin-A, they say use a pea-sized amount for my whole face. And it doesn't do my whole face. No. It does like my forehead and, it does like the top half of my face. Because, of course, I always have these bumps up here. And then, like, under my eye, it'll clear up milia if I use it consistently and stuff like that. But it's really thick, though. And so I only need a little bit. But if something is really thin, then maybe it will or it won't. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I feel good today, but I feel scattered. We're going to use this from Blend Bunny Masterclass Sculpt palette that Janessa sent me. At least that doesn't seem to be happening to you anymore. Hey, Eden, how are you? What doesn't seem like is happening to me anymore? Amelia? This one is huge. I've never had one that big before. And this one, I've never had one down that far before either. But this one is huge. It's just like, it's almost like a mole. Like it's just hanging out. I was looking at this funny like this because the metallic one in here, it does kind of spread. And so I do keep this in here. But even looking at this, and it's on the side as well, and it's in here, and of course like around the edges. So when I was talking and I stopped, that's what I was looking at. So we're going to take Sigma brushes, F43. Yeah, this shade is kind of we're going to take this funky gray shade, y'all. This is a perfect, and it's a little bit deeper than this in person. I have a lot of lights on over here, so it's kind of blowing it out, but this is perfect for me for contour. This, I believe, is a blush brush, or intended to be, because it says soft angle cheek. I use it as a contour because of the shape of it, and that too goes back to using what you want, how you want. You can see my contour anyway, this line right here. If you don't see yours, you can feel like the middle of your bone, because you'll feel your top jawbone up here and your bottom jawbone here. So your contour is that place that's right there in the middle. And so I just follow mine and put it right there. And, or the fish face thing, but the fish face thing, it only goes to here. So when people do that, I'm like, that doesn't work for me. But then I have a pudgy face too. So if you have a slimmer face, it may work for you. So it's just finding what works for you. And once you get familiar with your face structure, you'll kind of know where things go without having to make any faces, or it'll just be obvious, like for me when you saw that indentation there. This is looking gray. A contour is supposed to, the concept is it creates a shadow. So it makes it look like something is further back. Because looking back here is like, okay, it makes my face look a little slimmer. Bronzer, the concept of bronzer is to make your skin look sun-kissed, like you've been out in the sun. And you notice here I'm going downward because I want to cover this area, where here we placed it and feathered upward. We're going to put a little bit up here in the corners of my 5 head. I put too much right there, and that's okay, because we're going to also put bronzer up here. And so things have a purpose. Before I did receive this from Janessa, I had a tendency, and I still do sometimes, use bronzer as contour and as bronzer. But when she sent me this, I was like, ooh, like, yeah. So I actually used the contour in here as a contour. Figure that, right? What? Excuse me. I didn't sit when I finished my intro. I curse sometimes because I curse, and there's an organism named Bruce that lives here in my throat that likes to randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch in videos. F11 soft sculpt from Sigma. And I try to be aware of him to say, excuse me, if you hear him making noise and I don't say anything, for whatever reason, I was not aware, so just forgive us both ahead of time. This says soft sculpt, so this makes me think this is supposed to be for sculpting and contour, but I like this shape brush as a blush. This shape brush as a blush. I thought I said brush twice. So we're going to take this one. And you don't need a lot of this, y'all. Y'all see, I'm just tapping. Oh my gosh. We're going to put this back here. Oh my gosh, these shades. And from the other palettes, I did look up, because these are from 2 different palettes, 2. And so I looked at the other palettes and I put here, like this is the first shade, second, third, fourth. And I also put a code for which palette that it came from. So that way I will just know. Or if I did say what they were, if somebody had them, it's like, well, what shade is that one? I can tell them what it is, because I do like to tell y'all what stuff I use. I have a natural darkness in the area where I would place contour, so I don't really need to use it. Exactly. It's like, let our features do what they do. I'm holding this in a way that my fingers are getting crampy. Yeah, and that's true, because some people, yeah, let our natural features do what they do. Alexandra, I always say I don't know how to say her last name. It's Anele. And she was doing a grunge look, and she said, I'm not going to put on concealer. I'm going to let my under eye discoloration do what it do, because it'll go in with this look that they were doing. And I was like, yeah, right? Let your features do what you do. Now we're going to take this one on the other side. This is side B's the first shade. This is this side. Then we're going to put this here. So you see where this stopped here. We're going to put this in front of it. I do like to have a gradient with my blush. And in the words of Janessa, we don't use one blush. We use 6 blushes. Y'all see that? Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is just Yeah, that's okay. It seems that YT chat appears to you completely now and doesn't disappear. Oh, okay. Because I have not touched it. I don't even know what it's on. And if I looked, I'm sure it would still say top messages. Um, and we know YouTube is always doing something. So that's good to hear. I'm seeing sweat around my nose. Where it usually goes. I need to just probably put some extra primer like right there before I stop. But I do like how the barrier spray from Mayron with the Scandinavia oil control primer spray, I do think that does hold things down in that area of my face a lot better. But I forgot to put them on today. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we're going to put that brush down. Now we're going to take the F03, which says High Cheekbone Highlighter Brush. And we are going to take this shade right here. We're going to do both sides of the brush because we're going to sweep and turn and sweep and turn. So we're using both sides of the brush. I love how it always looks like a sunset type thing going on when I use this palette. I really do like that. And then what I'll do is I'll take a clean F11 and go into this one. And I'll kind of wiggle it a little bit. This is getting a little chunky. It's looking like it wants the hard pan, but it's not. Like this right here, but it's not. And I like to just tap this over everything that we did because it just gives like a little subtle glow. Oh, look at that. So here's without. This is with. So it just adds a little something. Yeah, this is wanting to be flaky, but it is really pretty. So I just, and you see I'm just tapping it. Actually, I think I tap everything, don't I? With the, no, the contour I do swipe. Bronzer and blush I think I tap. And highlighter I brush. This I tap. I'm just in such a habit of doing things that I do. Like I don't even pay attention to like what I'm actually doing sometimes. Alright, so we're going to put this down. We're going to put this back in here because this shade, you can see it on here at the bottom, is messy. It's not super messy. The more I use it, the messier it gets. It's well loved. So now we're going to spray our face with the Scandinavia. I could still put the barrier spray on too, because you can put it before and after. Oh! You can put it before and after your makeup, like as a primer and as a setting spray. Whew. And this is the finishing spray from Scandinavia. Whew. That feels so good. And so we'll see what happens with the sweat. But I do think I might need to just put, like how I put primer here before I start with the concealers and color correctors. I think I need to just start putting more primer there. That spray got me looking doobie. It'll dry. It'll dry. So right now I am putting brushes for one palette here, and I'll show y'all the palettes again. I'm gonna do my under eye. We're gonna use Hung Van Gogh for that, and Blend Bunny for the lip. So I'm just separating out the brushes for the eye look. I didn't look to see what type of look we're doing. Well, we know it's gonna be colorful. But as far as, you know, what's going to go where, I don't know. I haven't planned out a look. I just know we're going to do a look today. And so, let me move this over here. Alright, so I'm going to show the palettes again. Then we're going to prime the eye and get started. Oh, I kind of think y'all might know, like, what's, oh, you know what, let me do... Show the palettes. We'll do the under eye and inner rims, and then we'll start the look. So this is Circle Local. Y'all know. Y'all know. Excuse me. High Five from MAC. I highly recommend these, and these are a lower price point than Natasha. But this, if you like an easy formula, it's going to show up. It's not going to be messy. I do recommend them. They have 3 for those who don't know. This is the Hi-Fi Color Palette, which you see on the outside. This is what you see on the inside. They have Unfiltered Nudes, which is a neutral palette. And they have Future Flames, which is more of like a red-based pink, burgundy type palette. But I do recommend them. So these are what we're going to be using today. I'm curious, because some shades look like they might be the same, but we know the formulas are very different. And so I think that's what's going to give it away. This is a dual chrome. This is Starry Night, this shade right here. So we're not going to use that one. And each palette has shades that the other palette doesn't. So that's what's going to be interesting too, and that's what's making it harder for me to decide what am I going to replenish next year. You know what I mean? Because I love them both, and because they do have colors that the other one doesn't have either. So, but still paying attention to what I use most. That's the thing too, because I don't have the MAC one in my kit, but I do always take Circle Loco, and that one always gets used. Always. Um, but if I had them next to each other, I'm like, okay, which one would they pick as far as color? So we're gonna prime the eye. In case I'm multitasking, my guess is the opposite of whatever Janet guesses. Sister Dessa, because that's the only chance I have of winning. If she gets it right, she's got 3 correct. Exactly. Janet has 2 correct, and Tanya, Monique, Locke, and Janessa and Joe each have 1 correct. So there's hope. If Janet doesn't guess this one correctly, there's hope that somebody else may also end up with 2 correct. And so however many guesses correctly, that's how many winners we'll have. And I do have a lot of, yeah, because I looked, I have like a stack like this. They're sitting up in between my cookbook. So we have quite a few Penzies gift cards. So that might be what it is. Because I could just put it's not showing me the message. Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna click show for that one. Tanya saying to Janet, you got roped into Uno last night with your sons and he's doing it last night. So there is hope. But that's funny. She's like, whatever. Yeah, Janet's been getting them right. But Janet's been getting them right. And so why, Janessa, would you choose the opposite of what Janet chose when she's been getting them correct? Because then that means you'll get it wrong. Let me read that again. I think I'm missing something. In case I'm multitasking, my guess is the opposite of whatever Janet guesses, because that's the only chance I have of winning. But she always guesses correctly. Am I reading that right? Are you having one of my moments, Janessa? Because this mirror is really like far away, it looks like. So, Fenty eyeshadow primer. Even though y'all use the same stuff, I really like it because what I have works and it's easier for tagging too. Not that I don't know if anybody pays attention to any of that, but there's a comfort with what I have. I forgot to do my interims. Damn it. And my lower lash line. There's just a comfort and an ease, like knowing how all of these products work because I've been using them for years, and just not having to guess or let's just see what's going to happen with this today because I already know. And I know there is a thing, you know, some people love trying new stuff all the time. I really don't. I am a creature of habit. Even in my home, when I set up my furniture the way I want it, it stays that way. And I know people who like every 6 months or so they rearrange their whole living room, and I'm just like, just put it how you want it. And they tell me like they get bored. I have 1 sheet set, 1 linen set for my sheets. I know people who have like 6. They're like, I just get bored. So like every couple of weeks, I'll just change it up, put on different color. Like, I'm low maintenance. Because if she's wrong and you guess the opposite, they will both have 2 guesses correctly. Okay, I get it. If Janet is right and you guess the same, she'll have 3 and I only have 2. I see what you're saying. Okay. Y'all thought I was having a moment. I was like, y'all, this is getting another dip. I did pan one of these already. This is a Max Paint Pot, and this shade is Groundwork. I really do like using this on top of the eye primer. Like, I don't know, like, does it do anything different? I do think it makes the eyeshadow easier to come off, and it definitely does grip the eyeshadow, but then so does the Fenty primer. But it's just something about this combination. Just like the combination of the barrier spray with the oil control primer spray from Scandinavia. It's just something about that combination. So now my question is, go ahead and do my inner rims real quick and hope that this doesn't dry. This shape is going to be funny because this is what happened yesterday. Because I could see the outline of the primer, and this side went straight out, the other side didn't. Why did I just feel something vibrate? Did you see your response to your question? Tanya's asking Janessa. I did. Let me check it out. Oh, God. Hung Vango, we're using both of these look the same to me, and I'm like, when I run out, I'll just get one, because when they dry down, they look the same. This is, the blue one is personal preference, and the green one is one eye at a time. We're going to put the blue on our inner rims. And yeah, this mirror is further away today. I might have to do something. I'm going to lean in, that's what I had to do. I thought about putting a green contact in one eye and a pink on the other one. But then I thought that might make the eyeshadow colors show up a little funny. And so I decided not to do that. I did a video on the palette in my show and tell playlist. It'll be titled something like a new brand. Is it a new brand that you're using? I posted on my community tab, e-cosmetics. Y'all, they stay having sales. They're having another 25% off site-wide sale. So I put that, my link to that on my community tab. That's the site that I got tan for 40% off. So if you're looking for the cool palette, they do have that as well. By it being brand new, I don't know if it's included, but it does say site-wide, but we know there's usually exclusions. So it is just so glistening in here. So we're going to put this under here. Since we're doing colorful palettes today. One time I put a green one on one side and a blue on the other, and when they've dried, they look exactly the same color. Which means when I repurchase, if I repurchase, I'll probably just get the blue. Because the green looks blue. It's like those contact lenses. The green sometimes look like it was blue. I'd never heard of it before, and I think that's their. Wait a minute. Oh, you're talking about the palette you're using. Where's that brush? This feels like it's tearing upward. Oh my gosh! I didn't even start yet. All right, I'm looking in these palettes. Man, oh man. So keep the brushes separate. So I have a set over here and a duplicate set on this side for that palette. Man. And when I look at these side by side, I'm like, oh yeah, da da da. But then when it comes time to actually do a look, that's when I'm like I don't know. So this is this color. These colors are distinct though, I will say that. Where, like for the Glam palette, they were not distinct. And I guess I should say just the boldness of the color. Alright, y'all. Let me shake it. Oh damn. As Tanya would say, what the frick? As I would say, what the fuck? Damn! They be looking the same. I'm telling you they do. And then when I put them away, they don't. Alright, where are we going to go from there? Oh shit, what did I do to myself? Yo, I'm stuck already. These are not as alike as I was thinking they were. Because I'm sitting here now like, And that goes to show you. What is it telling you, Tanya? That goes to show you that even if something looks alike, it really may not be. Oh my gosh, what is it telling you? Oh, both of y'all are like, well, wait to guess. Tell me now, tell me now. Y'all, that was so much fun on Tuesday. Y'all make lives so much fun. Oh my gosh. So we're blending, we're using the brush back and forth in here. Oh my gosh. And this is not helping, like, with my decisions for like next year. What color did we just put? Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all just ganging up. Y'all co-signing each other. Oh my gosh. This does not help. But I know I don't need them both in there. I know I don't need them both in there. I just really enjoy both palettes. I'm this way, right? Where if I really enjoy something, I want other people to try it with the hopes that they'll enjoy it too, keeping their style and aesthetic in mind. Because if I know somebody doesn't like bright colors or bold colors, I would not recommend these or give this to them as a gift. But if I knew they liked bright colors or bold colors, then yeah, one of these I would give as a gift because I love them so much. If they were more neutral, okay, they might get, glam or unfiltered nudes. Because some people, they just flat out give you stuff that they like and hope you like it. They don't even consider like what your preference is. You know what I'm saying? And those to me are not good gift givers because, like, are you paying attention? No, they're not paying attention. You're going to go back to this side with that brush. You were better off pitting the legal shades against Natasha. I need to use those two palettes this month to keep within like my 2-month rotation of all of my palettes. I know. I'm thinking you're right, and I did think about it, but then like the colors I have left, like there's just no way, like they weren't the same because what I have left is Anxiety and 669, and those are not anywhere in just one of the Natasha Denona palettes. But I see what you're saying because they are really impactful. So I see what you're saying. Okay, these two are good. Oh, fuck. I might have to take that blue over further. Maybe not. Y'all, oh my lord. So we're just putting on colors and we're doing what I call what is it that I said? Unusual color combinations. So we're shaking that off because these are colors in a way that people might not do, like an orange, a blue, and then a red, but it's circle loco, so which means crazy circus. And so we're just having fun. Yeah, this is harder than I thought. Because they really did look more the same than they're looking. You brought my 669 from your friend. If they can't, they did. You know what? Beauty Bay still doesn't have it yet. And last I checked, Martine Cosmetics were not shipping to the United States anymore. But I definitely would still repurchase it, even though the dupe one is a dupe. Because I did one eye with Lethal, one eye with 669 top row. They looked almost identical. Did the same with the middle row, almost identical. Bottom row, almost identical. So it is like a dupe for real. And so part of me is like, well, why would you still get the other one? Just because I would, damn it. Because I just would. So we're good. I was going to say what palette I was going in. Oh, boy. You never had it. I loved that palette. I used it till it started turning and started burning my lids. I was just like, I'm going to use this as long as possible. And it was the creamier formulas that did start to turn. And the PAO was 24 months. And so it was about that time when like some of the creamier formulas started getting crumbly. And I'm like, well, I'm going to still use it. And then when I used it again, like my eyes were burning. I was like, shit. And I'm like, okay, I need to go ahead and dupe this out. And do my BYOP from Lethal. And then do the comparisons, before it was where I couldn't wear it at all because my eyes were burning so bad. And so I am glad that I did that. So it is a for sure dupe of the entire palette. Not just duping a few shades like I'm struggling to do with these battles here. Gotta do one of those shipping sites, get delivered to UK address, and then they'll ship it to you in the States. Does it cost more money though? You be trying to make me spend money, Tanya, when you was talking about my thermostat. So if you want to send me the extra money, sure. I'm like, she in my pocket. She in Detroit and she in my pocket all the way here in Delaware. Like, nah. Alright, so yeah, other than the first shade, I think we gonna do something. Your bonus comments says, Janessa, oh, I know you did, because you was waiting. What I love, Janessa, is that you do wait till you get your bonuses. Like, you are not going into any kind of debt to buy makeup. And I really respect that. Because some people, they just run up debt. And I used to be one of those people until I stopped using credit cards for makeup. And I just did the whole beauty budget thing. And so when I buy stuff, it comes straight out of a bank account. So we got another shade to use. But I'm like, which one? This is hard, y'all. Man. I do think other than that first shade, these are close. So y'all have a detailed eye too, because even with Glam and Unfiltered News, like they were close. And some of y'all were like, "Well, it's that one shade you used that I knew what it looks like." And that's how y'all knew. But it is really something how it can be just one shade. Everything else could look the same, but how that one shade go on and how it looked tells the tale. So this is definitely a Circle Local look. So this is really colorful, but they are colorful palettes. Janet is borrowing hers from a friend. And we'll then send it to it might be too old for me now, because as I said, when it got around 2 years, the formula started changing, and then like another 6 months or so, it started burning my eyes. And so I would say 2.5, 3 years tops before my eyes don't tolerate the shadow. She'll then take it to a friend of mine to apologize for his demise. Hers is an original, I'm sure. So old. Ooh. Tiny's saying this one ain't close at all. I do think everything except the first two shades I think are close. I'm looking at them now. Like this is more green, this is more blue, but they're close. As far as the pinks, I think they're close. So we're gonna put a purple over here and we're gonna see. Definitely shopping some feelings. That's been going around a lot lately. And I sometimes I think about how, Janessa, you would be like, you know, the world's on fire, and like literally with all the wildfires, I'm like, now the world literally is on fire, like literally. Okay, this one is not as bold as that one. Fuck. Oh man. You're right, Janet. I do have a lot more energy today. I did sleep really well. Like, I really did. Even though I kept waking up every 3 hours, as usual. Like, when I was asleep, it was a good sleep, for sure. And I do feel better. Don't have a migraine. I had one earlier this morning, maybe like around 8, 9 o'clock. I took a migraine med and got back in bed. Took a migraine med, got back in bed. And so that knocked that out. And that might be why I slept well, too, because that migraine med knocks me out. And then my pain med is a prescription narcotic. So that with the migraine med. But my pain med doesn't knock me out though. But with that migraine med, like the two, I'm gonna pull this side out further. I like this shape though. I'm thinking we should just leave it separate. I mean, leave it like it is, because it is two different looks. And so they don't need to look the same. I say as I still mess with it. So this is whatever is in the brush, which I think I'm gonna have to put more in the brush. Or not. Okay. This is why I be lining up my brushes. But then the way these colors are, I can just look at the brush and tell like what color I used it for if I want to go back and do something like what I'm doing now. That's nice. This one is right up under my brow and this side is not, and that is okay. You need to check it out. Did you get a bonus no matter what, or is it tied to performance? Glen Bunny has another, oh my gosh, I'm restocking coming sweet. Tanya be wanting to know all the business. We're going to take 2 of these, and we're just going to do like we usually do and just blend up here. This eye feels like it's tearing, or it's feeling like it wants to start. I don't know if it's going to go up or down yet. I don't know if we're going to put a shade under our brow bone. There's a shade that looks close in the pan, but I know because of formula, it's not going to look the same if I put it on. And this is a clean one. This is very interesting. This is not helping me decide. But because of my love for Circle Loco, I would do that one. And because some of the shades are different, which is what's making me want to get both, but then realistically, next to each other, Circle Loco would probably still get picked. Natasha's on the left, says Janet. It's a stock bonus. So it's part of our annual review, and then you get parts of it over the next couple of years, sort of an odd system that does it again. So you're saying left also, Tanya? Because she put yes, it is, Janet. Tanya be wanting to know everybody's business. I kind of want to put that other shade up there, but I feel like when I do, like, if y'all don't know, y'all gonna be like, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, hey, Dawn. Did I speak to you earlier, Dawn? I feel like I did, but then to the left, to the left, to the left. When did Dawn come in? Oh, she said, I haven't seen it yet. Oh, yeah, I did read it, but I didn't look at, who said it. I'm sorry, Dawn. How are you today? Treat yourself, she says. It's this trying times, y'all. It is trying times. I understand shopping feelings for sure. Don't shop while drinking those buzz balls. And put the ham down. It's like, what the fuck is this? Inside joke for those who don't know, you won't know. But I was cracking up. Dawn been here. Yeah, and I read her comment and replied to it, but I didn't look to see who said it. Alright, are we? Oh, I don't know if I want to do that color. If I do this color, let's do it. Fuck. Let's do it. Hey, Lock. Thank you. You can't tell which palette. One is Circle Loco and one is Hi-Fi Color from MAC. Janet and Tanya are saying the left side is Natasha. Janessa said she's going to go the opposite of whatever Janet says. So that if Janet gets it wrong, she'll get it right. Because Janet has 2 right so far. Everybody else just has 1 right. Yeah, I think if you would have saw, like, in the beginning, I mean, you still might, because I'm going to hold them up again. And so you still might. So we're going to put this shade under our brow. I just love a strip of light under the brow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. I love it. What color are we going to be? Can I take a break from adulting just for a bit? Yes, you can. I really love both of these palettes, and this is not helping me at all. Not at all. Oh my gosh. And money's not a factor because of the discounts that I get. So I can't even say just get the one that costs less. It's just tearing downward. Oh man, now I got that nice little patch of skin under here showing because this does pull off the makeup under there. Lower lash line. What are we gonna do for lower lash line? We used blue. We used the blue already. And Lock is the opposite of Janet too. So we got Tanya and Janet for Natasha. And we got Janessa and Lock for Natasha. Y'all are funny. I'm looking at here, y'all, like, oh, shit. I do really love both of these palettes, though, for sure. I'm not seeing anything else. So we use that and that. Alright. Fuck, let's just do it. That is wet under here. Oh, man. And because it's wet under here, even though we're putting a light shade there, it's picking up the blue from the liner. So let me get a dry brush. And I did just dab under here. So let's get a dry brush. So we'll put that over there. And I'll start from the outside this time. We'll start from out here. So this is just like a buffer type shade. It is a very, very, very light shade. This is like the only other thing in here that might look similar to something else. Oh no, y'all. Oh no. This is looking kind of crazy. This brush is wet since I went on the inside. Alright, put that brush down. Go into this other one. Oh boy, oh boy. Are you showing up at all? Well, the other one hardly didn't either. Dang. This is not helping. People are like really excited about Hung Bango's palette, and I'm just like, I'm underwhelmed. And probably because if you use a lot of those tones, you already have them all. I mean, yes, there is something to it having them all in one palette, though. This one is darker than this one. Damn. This one is pink. This one is tasty. This one is tasty. So upper lash line. Damn. Inglot. I'm thinking to just use. We used the red one recently. Yellow. Yeah, we're having a circus. All right. Max 210 brush. I'm gonna put this one on upper lash line. These eyes tearing upward. If these face up was crazy to declutter it. No, the purpose was not to declutter. The purpose was to decide. This is wet right here. This is wet, and it is just not even. Oh my gosh. No, the purpose of these was to help me decide, like for next year, which ones would I purchase. Because just eyeballing them, the color stories look similar. So it wasn't to declutter. And even though they are similar, I love them equally. So yeah, it wasn't to declutter like at all. This is dry. I don't want to put any Inglot in it. Then I'll probably put too much. See, on this side is dry. Like my it's not tearing upward. Like this, it wouldn't even. The Inglot would not even go there because it's so wet. I saw it on someone else's channel that is for beginners, someone building a kit or someone who only wears those colors just a pass. Yeah, because those of us who do color, or at least like the option, because she did a beautiful look with it, but you can do that look with, I'm not even going to say with like Glam or the Unfiltered News, because that his palette is all matte. And sometimes people do just want like an all matte, neutral, natural type of look. But if that is the only colors you use, if that's the only color story you use, and you do just use mattes, then yeah, that would be the only palette you would need or probably desire for your stash. So I'm wondering if he's going to do a metallic palette next, because even in his videos, like he does put a little shimmer on the lid. We're not going to do much of a wing because this liner is dry. And I don't want to put Inglot in it. I mean, Doryline in it, because then it'll be too wet probably. It would not even go right there. Let's try again. Also having some similarities. So the color stories you're into. Yeah. Or someone scared of color has very restrictive corporate job. Some people, if that's what they see a lot, that's what they think they have to do. So it might not be, excuse me, it might not even be afraid of color, but they don't think that they can. This is not, This is not going in here. This is super wet right here. And I'm just trying to, and it's like a glob of it on the brush. And it's like, no. It's like, no, and stop trying. Y'all know I'm not going to quit right now. We're going to take groundwork paint pot. I just want to see if this is going to work. Groundwork paint pot. Throw that away. I just want to see if this will work. Once in a while, I'll notice my eye look at work and think to myself, whoa, I really went there this morning. I've never had a job where they said anything. There's times I wore like, you know, black lipstick, a bright green eyeshadow look. And I got looks, but nobody ain't say nothing. That did work, y'all. Check that out. I learned something new. If it's really watery, and it still might create another hole as time goes on because it's still tearing. But for the meantime, put paint pot in there, or just a primer for that matter, and then just put the eyeliner on top. So we learned something new today. And that's why I tell y'all, just try new things, because I've never done it before. I'm like, let's just try it and see if it works, and it did. Yay me! I am being so goofy. Lancome. So that's for the palette. So I'm going to show y'all the palettes again before we do the eyes and the lip, and then we'll be done. So that'll give y'all something to think about. So one is Circle Loco, and the other one is Max Hi-Fi Color. So I don't know if I'm in frame or not. So this is this eye, and this is this eye. And these are the palettes we used. This, I think, is close. The farthest for me was those first two shades, the inner corner shades. I was like, oh shit. So Lancome, no one has ever said much yet. I haven't gotten a compliment or two from the office. I would always get compliments. Oh my god. And when I had teenage girl clients, they would always be like, oh my gosh, I like your makeup. The boy clients, they didn't say anything. Some of the other therapists might kind of be like, but nobody said anything. I was like, I wish mother would. The F information post, how are you? Thank you so much. People can't really see my looks from behind my glasses anyway. You know what, they can, because when I wear my glasses, they'll still be like, I like your eyeshadow. And then I forget that I have it on. I'm like, oh yeah, I did do my face today. People notice. Yeah, where would you want? Oh, yep. Nobody ever said nothing. Black lipstick, bright green lipstick, bold eyeshadow look. This is Esom, the mascara. Nobody ever said anything. But then they weren't. Oh, this is, look how much this is tearing, y'all. It's like all the way, oh shit, all the way over here. So this side was tearing upward and downward. But I never had a corporate job. And most of my jobs were mobile therapy. Even when I had to go in and out of prison, you know, you drive to this prison, go through the prison, go through security, all of that. Go do your class and then you leave. Go to the next prison. Another job was going to their houses. And it took me a long time to understand that when people be like, oh yeah, we can't, this is work appropriate. I was really confused, like for the longest time, because I'm like, I just wear what I want. And so I didn't have to, but I learned to understand that some corporate jobs, there is a dress code, which includes, you know, makeup and what is or is not acceptable. But I have not heard anyone say, the people who say work appropriate, this is very work appropriate. I've never heard any of them say, and I'm not saying they didn't say it, I just never heard them say it. Hey, Brandon. I've never heard any of them that say, you know, this is work appropriate, this is work appropriate. I've never heard them say, you know, when I wore such and such, I was told don't wear it. Like, I've never heard any of them say they were, you know, got an email from HR saying you can't do this. And so that makes me kind of wonder too, like, is it really a thing Or is it just in our minds? Or did a coworker say it and it's not really corporate policy? Because I've never seen, and even though I had mostly mobile therapy jobs, it was still an organization. I never seen any policies that was like, you can't wear black lipstick. Or if you wear makeup, it has to be minimal. Like, I've never seen anything like that. But I did come to understand that for a lot of people, work appropriate means natural or neutral makeup looks, nothing too bold, nothing too bright. They're not there. And I'm just like, if you're not going to buy my makeup, you're not going to tell me what to do. And am I here for you to look at my makeup, or am I here for you to assess my skills and whether or not I'm good at my job? But that's a whole different thing. But yeah, I've never heard them say, oh yeah, I wore green eyeshadow one day and HR sent me an email that I can't wear green eyeshadow. Like, I've never heard anybody say anything remotely like that. But I do understand now, like, what they mean work appropriate. Wear shit that don't like you wearing shit. But it's in the personnel manual. I don't think I read those. For real, for real. There are places that do dictate your personal guidelines, so to speak. Who really fucking cares though? Like, I'm here to do a job. Plus half of them don't wear makeup, so they don't know what they're looking at anyway. This is still tearing. This is the one I was acting up on Tuesday when I put Radiant Light under there and it cleared it up. So let's do that again today. Do that again today. And then we got the lip and then we're done. So we have Tanya and Janet for Natasha over here. And we have Locke and Janessa for Natasha Denona over here. This is Radiant Light. This is volume number 2, which is, no, this is volume number 1. Yeah, because volume number 2 is lighter than volume number 1. I think when they created this, they didn't plan on making more, because otherwise it would make sense that number 1, the lighter one, would be lighter, number 2 would be darker, but number 1 is darker. So I thank you for the heart. So we're just gonna, and it's blue from that eyeliner. So it made Hung Van Gogh eyeliner bleed. My tears be strong, y'all. It's looking a little better, but it's still, in this mirror over here, I can still see the blue, because it came way over to here where the tear went, because it just came and just ran. Yep, you have it in your desk. I'll stick with questioning opposite of Janet, but I'm pretty sure this is Janessa. Janessa is just here for the love of the game. Because we're putting all this over here, because it is shiny, we're just going to put some over here too. Oh man. They do, other than that first shade, I do think it's close. I'll say more after I do the reveal, because, and if I went outside, this would look super bright and glowy. Radiant Light ain't no joke, y'all. I learned the hard way. Whew. Alright, I'm gonna take off some, and we're doing a colorful lip, somewhat colorful. Yeah, Janet got 3 right. So Janet does have 3 right. We only had 1 winner. But I have another gift card. I have a lot of gift cards. Because they had a gift card sale, and I bought some. Then they had another gift card sale, so I bought some more Blend Bunny. This is rated R. I need to sharpen it. The first and the second. But the first shade you knew. Yeah, if you're familiar with either one of these palettes, I'm like, they won't know. Because when I first put it on, I was just like, what the fuck? My lip ain't that crooked. It's crooked, but it ain't that crooked. These battles are fun, though. And surprising. And that's why eyeballing stuff sometimes, you can't just be, well, you can, but you can say, oh yeah, that looks just like that one. By eyeballing it, yeah. But when you put it on, you'll be like, oh damn. Like, yeah, they different. Do I want to fill this in? So I'm going to show y'all the palettes again. And then finish the lip. Show them again. And then do the reveal. Nope, never saw either in person, but I focused on a couple of shades in each and hoped you would use it. And in this one, yeah, some shades look the same, and then some, like they each have shades the other palette doesn't have. And so that does narrow it down. I might just fill the whole thing in. So that does narrow down. Like what shades to use, you know what I mean? If I'm going to stick to shades that look similar. I need to sharpen this again because I'm feeling it scraping my lip. This part of my lip right here, even though it's kind of on the inside, you can still kind of see it when I'm just relaxed. And right under here too, because there's a little peak I got right here that kind of protrudes. I need to sharpen you, child, because you're scratching my lip. Yeah, I think I'm going straight in. Yeah, this is the, oh, whoosh. Let me put my sharpener next to it. Ugh. All right, show the palettes again. You're a pogo clown, Martha? Is that your part-time job on weekends? You work as a clown at kid parties? So the top is Circle Loco, and the bottom palette is MAC Hi-Fi color palette. And so these are the eyeshadow looks. And so as you can see, they do have some colors that look the same, and then there's some colors that they don't have. Like this has a black, you know, Natasha don't have a black. This has that lime green, Natasha doesn't. This is a dual chrome. But still, you know, they got the purples, the reds, orangey types. So is that what you do, Martha? You work as a clown on for kids' parties on weekends? There were shades that look similar, so if we use those, I have to rely on the finish or intensity to tell. Well, because I am trying to dupe the shades, I am using the shades that by eyeballing it look like they're the same. No, you apologize, says Martha. Oh, okay. I thought you were telling us what you do for work. Was I really though? Yes, I only used the ones that were similar because that's the point of the beauty battle, is to use similar shades and for y'all to guess which side is what. Am I missing something? Oh no. Black says Janet knows her shades, hope she wins. Ugh. Yeah, that's why I said in the beginning, if y'all have seen me do looks with either one of these palettes, y'all might just know by how they look and how they perform. And so let's finish the lip. You mean the ones that you thought were similar? Oh, okay. We're going to put on, this is also Blend Bunny, and this is from a Haunt Me line. This is a lip glaze. So we're going to put this on. Oh, what is this about? This is a beauty battle. So one palette is on one eye. Did you just see me hold up both the palettes? One palette is on one eye and the other palette's on the other eye, and I'm doing this for y'all to let me know which palette you think is on which eye, and it is going to be a giveaway. So this is our third one this week, so this is the last one. So this is what I call my beauty battles. One palette against another palette. Over my bare lip, this just slides right on and it slides right off. But over, ooh, that looks, this is almost but not quite at all like when I use Caviar from MAC and I put High Drama on the inside. Yes, this is makeup. How are you doing today, Martha? I think you're new here. Welcome to the Crazy Troll Nation. Oh, I like how that looks. We're also going to put their lip oil, which I probably shouldn't. Y'all, I didn't even realize I was like halfway down this bottle because I don't even use this that much. And it separates. Can y'all see this bubble? Like right here. So it is an oil. Is it going to shake up? Thank you, Martha. Don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. This is not even shaking. Okay, let me, this is lip oil gloss hybrid, and it's a metallic. I can see, y'all see this bubble at the top? This, I don't like this the stopper is super thick, so now it is running down. But this is where I could see somebody pumping it, but we're not going to pump it with the Blend Bunny lip oils. Usually stir them a bit with them, and that's what I'm getting ready to do, because I'm just like but I'm not going to pump it. So we're going to do like we did before and just like turn the gonna turn the component, because that was like really separated. That's good. And then pop that. I kind of just want to take that out. This is a multi-chrome. You can tell by the colors. There's a little little blue hue to it. So that's all we're going to do, is just put that in the center, because that will break down the matteness of anything else. And it did drip out onto here. I just don't like how tight that is. Like a virgin. Because all of them is like. So this is the look. I like the lip. So I'm going to hold up these palettes one more again. This is Natasha Denona Circle Local palette. And this is the MAC Connecting Color Hi-Fi Color palette. So, one palette is on one eye, and one palette is on the other eye. So final guesses. Final guesses for which palette is on which eye. Which one is on which eye? Natasha on the left, says Tanya. Janet, you still say the left is Natasha. Lock and Janessa, do y'all still say the right is Natasha? Ooh, excuse me. So today is the 19th. So do I have all that correct? Janessa and Lock, the right side is Natasha. And yeah, Tanya and Janet confirmed that they're saying the left is Natasha. So y'all sticking? Yeah, you're going to still say it's on the right. You know I'm wrong. So Janessa. Yeah, and it bleeds onto my teeth. That lip oil, when I put it on top of other stuff, it does break down, like, because the lip liner is matte. The lip glaze is not, but it still has some stick-to-itiveness. But that lip oil moves. That lip oil be moving. But Janessa, even if you get this one right, you'll have two that's right. I got a stack of gift cards. So anybody want to change their answer? Janessa, do you want to change your answer? Going once. Going twice. All right. So let's do the reveal. Now I'm paranoid with smiling. It might though, because I probably got like 7 gift cards. And y'all know I love Pinsies. I'm trying to convert the world to be Pinsies old like I am. Janessa is sticking with it. And I looked at my gift cards today. They're stacked between my cookbooks. It's like this thick of a stack of gift cards. $25 gift cards. So 2 might get a prize. Because I have the 2 lip oils and I have a bunch of gift cards. And so what we can do is those who... If Janet is correct, she'll have 3. If Tanya is correct, that'll give her 2. And so... Yeah, so what we can do prizes for those who guessed 2 and for 3. You're still deciding on what to order. We have nothing hardball. You didn't spend yours yet, Jen? I'm doing... I love all their stuff. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all, we're going to do the reveal. Oh, so I was saying we have two, but it's looking, okay, let me just do the reveal and then do all that. All right, so this is Natasha over here. This was the first shade we used. I thought it was similar to this shade. But as you see, on my eye, this is a whole lot more bold than this shade on the inner corner over here. And when I put that on, I was like, fuck. So even though they look the same, and this does look more bold, but then sometimes you put it on and it don't look that bold. You know, certain formulas, but that was it right there. Prizes for last place winner asking for. I'm paranoid grinning because of that lip oil. So yeah, this is Natasha. Natasha is more bold than MAC. These two purples, that's what's on the outer corner. This purple, that showed up really bold on my outer corner. And we put this purple on this outer corner. That's more like a wash. But putting them like next to each other, they do look a little different, but this is just so much more darker. And the pink shades, this pink is this right here. And we use this pink in this corner for over here. And we know from the Pride palette, MAC does have more of like a satin type finish. Natasha, this Circle Local is definitely more bold. But where I was stuck was because they each have shades, the other one doesn't. Like now that chrome yellow works, plus you got a black in there, you have this white that's in there. This is a purple based silver, this is a blue green based silver. And so it's just like, I do think, not to say they would accompany each other well, because some of the shades are really similar, but if it was a way to put the non-similar shades into all one palette with the similar shades, I think that would be really awesome. Because who doesn't, I mean, we do sometimes use a black and a white, which is in this palette, but not in Natasha's. And both of these oranges show up the same on me. This one is a matte and this one is a metallic. They show up exactly the same on me. But everything else in here does show up different. And so Natasha is a lot more bold. And when I take this places, this is the shade they want. Or this one right here, because they show up. We didn't use either one of those today. So Martha's saying, what is Natasha? This is a Natasha Denona palette. The brand is Natasha Denona, and this is her Circle Local palette. This is a MAC Cosmetics Connect and Color palette, and the name of this one is Hi-Fi Color. And so we have this one on this eye, and this one on this eye, for them to tell me which one they thought was on which eye. And so it was just like a little beauty battle thing that we had going on. I've hardly ever used a white shadow. Some shadows have turned white on me. Y'all, why is she stalling, making us quiver? I already told y'all, this is Natasha. And this is MAC. So, all right, let me get out my little YouTube swag notebook here. So, all right, we're gonna figure this out. Bruce, really, dude? All right, so Janet has 3, so she's the top winner. She's talking about. I'm getting to that. I gotta get my thoughts in order, because you know I'll be scattered sometimes. Like you not all people. Sometimes I'll be scattered. So that gives Tanya 2. And see, Janessa, if you would have switched, you would have had 2. I was trying to get you to switch, and you was like, "Nah, I'll stick with it." So what we're gonna do is, because y'all played along and it was so much fun. And Monique is in here because she guessed one right before. And I remember saying the first beauty battle, that whatever it is, they need to be here. Because I do the reveal and they might watch the reveal in the backup. So we have Janessa. Janessa got 1 and Locke got 1. All right, so that's everyone who played. Monique's not here. So what we're going to do, Janet, oh, cramp. Okay. Yes, the hormone thing y'all told y'all. Martha says, everybody shut up. I'm learning this. Martha, I am so glad you're here. And so, I'm so paranoid with this oil in the middle. So, Janet, you will get, she wasn't saying it in a bad way, Tanya. She wasn't saying it in a bad way. No, because yesterday, like, didn't you get one right yesterday? Not yesterday, Tuesday, like. Tanya, I think what she's doing is like, if when you're in a classroom and the teacher is saying something, everybody keep talking, it's like, y'all be quiet, I'm trying to hear the teacher. That's the kind of vibe I got from what Martha was saying. I didn't take it as her being mean. I didn't take it like that. So be nice, Tanya. Y'all know I got good spidey senses. She didn't mean it like in a way like that. And it shows she comfortable. Just like I remember when KK first came in, she was like, "Yeah, you making stuff up." I was like, "Damn!" Like she fit right in. She fits right in. She fits right in. Tanya, stop. Tanya, just chill out, okay? Thank you, Tanya. I'm the one having cramps over here. Why are you acting? Why you? All right, let me show. All right, so Locke, did you get one right on Tuesday? Well, you have 0. You from the Netherlands. Welcome. Oh my gosh. I've met in person a few people from the Netherlands at conferences I went to. They were so nice and so pleasant. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I met you. Oh, you didn't, Locke? Oh, okay. All right, well, I'm going to cross your name off. But I'll probably contact you later and send you something anyway. All right, so we have Janet has 3, Tanya 2, and Janessa has 1 from Tuesday. So what we're going to do, Janet and Tanya, you'll both get a City Beauty lip oil and a Penzies gift card because I got 2 backup lip oils and one over there that I wasn't even counting. So I have 2 backup lip oils. So one is Sangria, which looks pinkish reddish, and pink champagne. I know you do, like. I remember when I first showed it, you was like, does that, when I was saying it's sweeter than regular cinnamon, and you asked me if there's sugar in it, and I said no, it's just how it grows over there, and you were like, Sangria looks like it's red, but on me it shows up as nothing because I do have natural color in my lip anyway. And the other one is pink champagne, which is like a yellow. So y'all let me know which one of you want which shade, and that's the shade lip oil you will get. And you also get a Penzies gift card. Janessa, you will get a Penzies gift card. Locke, you'll get a Penzies gift card just because you going hard for it right now. And I got like 7 of them at least. So y'all send you a $25 Penzies gift card. And all of them are $25. And so, where did I put them? So Janet, do you want the reddish lip oil? Yep, participation prize. Oh. And y'all know how when it feels like a blood clot is coming out? That is just so bad. That is so good. Women's bodies, y'all, are miraculous. Like, what the hell? So Janet's telling you, Tanya, to choose a lip oil. On me, they both look exactly the same. They look really pretty and different in the container, but they look the same. So one is pink champagne, which is the yellow one, and the other one is sangria, which is a reddish one. Ooh. Okay, so Tanya, let me know which lip oil you want, and you'll get that one, and Janet will get the other one, and Janessa and Locke will both get also a Penzies gift card. Yeah, that kind, when you can feel it, you can feel the lining detaching, and then it gushes out. And that's really what it feels like. It's just like, what the hell? You'll go with the deeper colors, says Tanya. Okay, so that's sangria. So I'm going to write sangria on here. And just so I don't confuse myself, pink champagne for Janet. And I like those just for around the house, or as you see before videos or whatever, just to add moisture. Carry them with me. They don't leak. Like how some glosses, like if you have them upside down for a long time, it'll start to leak out. These don't do that. So these are really nice. The PAO was 6 months and I use it. Like this has been used up, but I'm still just scraping it with a lipstick applicator. I really do like those. You always refer to it as uterus. Yeah. Second husband, man. He has such this one time he said to me, "Why do you get so cranky when you be on your cycle?" I said, "How would you feel if the lining inside your body detached itself from your body and oozed out from your genitalia area? How would you feel?" And he went, and he just walked away. He ain't never asked me that shit again. Hey, Martha. Because that's what it is. Our uterus lining is peeling off. And that's what the cramps are, because it's detaching. It is detaching. And then it comes. He ain't never asked me that shit again. He just went and walked away. Like, seriously, dude. Our lining is detaching from the inside of our body and it's oozing out from our vagina. He ain't never asked me that shit again. Never. I love doing period simulator cramp things that they do for men. There's a couple shorts in here on YouTube. They get to a 4 and they're like, ah! We deal with this every friggin' month. Yeah, so Janet will get pink champagne and a Penzies gift card. Sangria and a gift card for Tanya. Janessa and Locke will get a Penzies gift card. So that's what we're going to do. I thank y'all for playing along. This was a lot of fun. It was interesting and eye-opening to me because I thought these were going to be more similar, even though I kind of thought not, because Circle Local is really bold. So that's telling me that's what I need to keep in my kit. But then there are some people who want a little bit of color, but not a lot of color. But because we're at an event, everything is over the top anyway. 4, you mean 3? Huh? Wait, what? They are. She's like, I'm going to put you on a 4. And they're like, you're going to warn me first? She was like, we don't get no warning when they come. And then she was like, let's do squats. And she did a squat. The dude fell over on the floor and he was just like, I was cracking up. Yeah, this ain't no joke. And then y'all wonder why we be craving and crying and laughing and cursing you out and saying we love you all at the same time and bring me chocolate and pizza. What are you talking about? Lock 4? Oh, the number 4, you mean a 3? Oh, yeah, for the stimulator thing. Simulator. All right, so we're going to go. Thank you y'all for making this so much fun. I did think that this was a giveaway, that first shade. So I do think Circle Local is going to stay. Because it is just really bold and people do that. Maybe at a conference, somebody might pick the MAC because it is more subtle, even though it's colorful. But see, I don't know. I'll figure that out later. So I'm still just like... So, yeah, so in other words, doing these beauty battles this week did not help me decide what I want to keep for next year. It really did not help me. I will probably be going, of course you are, Janessa. Janessa's going to go live a little later tonight. I need to pack makeup for the show this weekend, but I need to pick outfits out first. I love when we tag team, y'all. I'm going to schedule lives for next week, and we'll figure out something for after I have my dermatology appointment, because it'll probably be don't wear makeup for 2 weeks, and so maybe we'll just play around on other parts of our face and with prosthetics, stuff like that. So I think that's how we're going to do that, because I won't be able to put anything under my eye or like on my forehead. And maybe it won't be 2 weeks this time, because before they told me 2 weeks, but we'll see. So thank you y'all for playing along. This was a lot of fun. It did not help me make choices at all whatsoever, but it was a lot of fun, and y'all make it even funner. I appreciate that. And for Replay Crew, you are amazing and you rock, and you know this. And so we're going to go, and I'm going to eat and try and be productive. Y'all know I'm going to go clean up first, because this just feels gross. Like you're just sitting in moisture. This is just, and when I say it, it sounds so disgusting, but yet we know what it is, and we deal with this every friggin' month. A friend of mine is like 6 years younger than me, and she's full-blown menopause right now, and she's like, it is the best thing. I said, stop rubbing it in. She's like 6 or 7 years younger than me, and I'm just like, be quiet. Like, when is this going to stop? All right, we're going to go. Thank you. I'll yeah, do the prizes thing and all of that. Congratulations to all 4 winners. I appreciate y'all for playing along. It was a whole lot more fun than me just sitting here doing swatches and just on my own. So I do appreciate that. Y'all know I appreciate y'all time and y'all company. And we will be back next week with some more lives. I'm going to schedule them over this week and I don't know what we're doing yet. But I appreciate each and every one of you. If we lucky, we deal with it every other. I wish a motherfucker would ask me again why I be cranky. I will tell them what I told the other one. So we're going to go, y'all. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the crazy Trollnation way. Thank you, and you'll see me next week. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. Click the like button, all that good stuff. Bye.